Guys, I am laughing at myself because you say I have a mask on. I am going into Lowe's and I need to pick up a threaded rod. I can explain later, but anyways, I need to do that. I just happened to look at my purse. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have lipstick. Like, I should put lipstick on. You're not gonna see it. What? I don't know what's wrong with me. But I need to go into Lowe's. I need to get some rods. It's for the little wagons. I have to kind of do the same thing I did with the wagon before, where I took this piece out, like the axle part, and I'm gonna replace it with threaded rods so I can take the little, it's like 4 wagons together apart. And also, someone just gave me this taro fruit fly thing. We're having a fruit fly problem. We got some because I think of bananas or something. And then of course you can never get rid of them. And with having little children in the house, of course, they always somehow find food in places you never would even think about. And don't mind my little cotton ball in my ear. Annoying with life. Okay, I need to go in. I need to get stuff. I need to get out and get home. I just finished a prenatal, and because this is my, first client that I have, I'm not really like, I don't know how long prenatals are supposed to take. Plus, I know this person, and so we were just talking about other stuffs too. So I'm hungry for lunch, but I need to get a few things done, and then I can head home for lunch. Okay, let's go into Lowe's. I am soaked. Absolutely soaked. It's downpouring outside. And it's already in Target, but I forgot something. So now I'm soaked because I had to run up to my car to Downpour. Now I need to come back in makeup. Let's see if I can find what I want. So if you wonder what I do on a Sunday, this is what I'm doing on a Sunday. Yep. That is my spouse. Hi. Good morning. Is it still morning? Yep, it's still morning. It's like 10:40. I'm just showing you my little baby hairs that like, I don't know where these things came from, but they're just on my head and I can't see, no matter what I do, they're just gonna be there. So, oh wow. Right now I'm gonna make some muffins. And by muffins, I mean, oh, I got rid of the package. Hold on. I mean these muffins, like in a box muffins. I'm not doing anything too fancy. I got my blood drawn this morning because we have to check to see if I'm pregnant. Woo! Okay, so I'm not, spoiler alert. Unless I'm the next Virgin Mary, I am not pregnant. Because I started my period last night, they have to get me on birth control so we can, get started on our second round for our IVF. And to get started on birth control, you have to have a negative pregnancy test. Now, due to the fact that we are a 2-female household, and because we love each other and we don't work with anyone else, if that makes any sense, there's no chance that I'm pregnant, unless I'm the Virgin Mary. So that should come back negative today, and then I will get started on birth control. I actually have birth control from my last cycle left over, so I'll probably just start that tomorrow, and then let me get the things, and then I'll be right back. Okay, already screwed it up. So it says on here, gently stir in undrained cranberries. What did I do today? I drained the cranberries. Because last time I made blueberry muffins with the same thingamajig, same company, and it said to drain them, and I didn't. So this time I was just like, oh yeah, oops. Okay, I'm sitting here on the floor, Trisha Paytas style. So I'm in my kitchen on the floor. So I'm in my kitchen on the floor, you know, Trisha Paytas style. I'm not having a breakdown or anything. I am just waiting to hear back about my blood work. I'm assuming because I did it around 10, I'll hear like just before they close or something. Again, I have birth control that I can start it tomorrow myself, even if I don't get any. But yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm just having one of those days where I'm like, I feel like I have so much that I want to do and I never get it all done. Like, I've tried to start writing in a planner and I'm at the point where like, I don't even know how to organize what I need to do, because my issue is like, I don't have, you know, I work from this time to this time, or I have, you know, I mean, I do have appointments and stuff, but like, I just have things and none of the things have like due dates, so to speak, you know, like, okay, make a vlog. Well, I don't really have like a due date, or, you know, I need to prepare for my childbirth class that I want to start. Like, there's no like due date, and I'm just having a hard time like setting things up and actually like prioritizing what I need to do. And then I feel like I don't get anything done. I mean, I do get things done, but I feel like and then I find out like, oh, well, I have to do this. Okay, well, now I got to do this. And, you know, it's interesting, like working, you know, and doing doula work, because if you can hear screaming, that's just my child, like, TV. It's interesting because, you know, like you have a client, you know, who's, you know, supposed to be due at 40 weeks. Obviously, you know, that's not the case for everyone. But, you know, with like the work that I have now with interpreting, like, okay, I know that I work 5 to 9, you know, most days of the week. And that is my work. You know, I clock in, I clock out. Like, I don't have like, you know, a ton of prep I need to do, like anything. I go to work and then that's it. When I'm done with work, I check out, you know, where doing the doula work, whether it's fertility work, whether it's, you know, birth work, postpartum work. I'm not really doing much postpartum, but, you know, whatever it is, it's like, okay, you know, my client could, you know, have something happen. You know, you have people who, you know, all of a sudden, I don't know, your client could have anything happen to them. They could have a placental abruption. They could have whatever. And then, oh, well, now you're, you know, maybe giving birth at 36, 37, maybe 38 weeks. Like, you could just go at any time. And it's interesting because your life is just so, you just never know what's going to happen. You know, I mean, you do have like your prenatal set up, but again, like, I don't have a set schedule. I do have a schedule in the fact that like I try to do most of my stuff on the weekends or like Monday, Tuesdays, at least for now, once I am able to quit my other job, my sign language interpreting job. Like, once I can quit that, I'll have like evenings during the week. So maybe I could set up, you know, like Monday, Wednesday evenings, and then like, you know, Sundays or something like that. So I can kind of try to set up specific days during the week. It's hard doing it during the day, obviously, because Jenna works and we don't have constant care, and with, you know, COVID and everything going on, it's just too hard to, and it's just, I try my best not to have anyone watch the kids, which makes it difficult, but we're working on it. I guess fortunately, unfortunately, I'm not super busy with clients yet. You know, I've only been working for a few months and I only have 2 clients as of now. I just had somebody else sign, so my second client, yay. Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on. So I'm just trying to like get my life together. Obviously, doing IVF with all of that is not helpful because IVF is so unpredictable. Like, you know, I had to wait till I got my period, which I got at like 10 o'clock last night. I was just like, oh, thank God. And then, you know, I called today. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have to go in today for an ultrasound. Well, now I don't. It's going to be sometime like next week. I'm still calling about getting my sperm vials shipped out. I don't know what is going on with that. It's so frustrating. I just want them to get to the clinic and be done, because once those 2 are shipped out, then we are done. We don't have any more sperm in storage. We will not be paying any more storage fees. If we decide not to do a 3rd round of IVF, which I don't think we will, as long as we get similar results to the first one, then we will just have them discard the last vial of sperm, because we're not going to put it back into storage. We're not doing anything after this. So that'll be good because then we'll be paying for embryo storage. So instead of sperm storage, we'll be paying for embryo storage. I don't know. I can't remember the cost on that exactly. And I hope it's not like double because we're doing 2 cycles and they're stored separately. Please, I hope it's not double. Like we don't need that. But yeah, I'm about ready to start selling pictures of my feet if I have to, just to get the money that we need to pay things and like get debts paid off, and just so that maybe I can quit my other job. Like that is my dream right now, is to just quit my other job and just focus on my doula work. Like that would be an absolute dream. I'm trying, like, and I know probably like getting this YouTube out and like, I don't know, like actually doing the work that I should do with it would be helpful. But I just, when you have issues with anxiety and depression and things getting overwhelmed, it's like, I take care of the kids all day. Luckily right now one is down. Miko's just chilling in the other room. So I can take, a few minutes here. But it just becomes also overwhelming, and trying to figure out things with Miko and school, and it's a lot. I need to find like a way to get everything organized, and then that will really help. But I haven't found anything that really resonates with me, like planner style organization. So if you guys have any methods that you use for people who don't have a set schedule and don't have necessarily set due dates, like what do you do? Like, how do you get your work done? How do you plan ahead? What do you do? Let me know. I would really, if you have any other YouTubers that you follow that really do that, like they don't have a regular 9-to-5 job, they do freelance work, they don't have set due dates and things, and they kind of future plan and are able to set goals for themselves, like please send them my way. I would love to watch them and try to learn how to do that, because I think that would help me a ton. So okay, I've been blabbing for like over 7 minutes. This is gonna be awful to caption, so I better get going.